Alright, so the theme for this FaDe deck is just to use Gaia, the Soaring Dragon Champion. It's the new Gaia fusion monster that comes out. He has the same name as Gaia the Dragon Champion. His effect allows you to switch your opponent's monsters in defense mode when he attacks. He can also allow you to search out a Spiral Spear Strike straight from your deck or graveyard, which actually has a really good effect for Gaia the Dragon Champion. Basically, with this card out, your Gaia the Fierce Knight, Swift Gaia, which I don't have in this deck because it's kind of... I could have ran it. I never actually brought these guys out through their normal conditions anyway. I probably could have ran Swift Gaia, because his effect isn't as good as the other two Gaia cards that came out. Or if you have Gaia the Dragon Champion, they do piercing damage. Also, if Gaia the Dragon Champion is the one who does battle damage to your opponent, you get to draw 2 cards and discard 1, which is essentially going +1. So if you're able to do damage while you have Gaia the Dragon Champion out, you can go +1 and basically draw a card. You can also discard 1, which is great. And apparently the effects, they do stack. I didn't think they would for some reason, so there's like this one duel where I only put out 1 and I put the other one later on. I probably could just run 3 of these, but that would be really cloggy. So if you have both of them out, you basically go +2 off an attack, which is really good. Well, I mean, it's basically card neutral, I guess, for using it, but the effect of having piercing damage is pretty nice. So it's still really good for getting off the Gaia Dragon Champion effect. Plus, your normal Gaia the Fierce Knight will have some piercing damage too. I run one normal one because I decided to go with a pendulum engine for this. Because when I first decided to make this, in order to go into Gaia the Soaring Dragon Champion, all you need is a Gaia monster. So it could be Galloping Gaia, Awakened Gaia, the original Gaia, or Swift Gaia. Any one of those 4 cards. You have like 4 cards to choose from. Plus any dragon type monster, and he is himself a dragon type monster. So I thought, well, I can go into the Dragon's Mirror. That's a real easy way to bring him out. I'll go with that. Okay, now which dragon type archetype should I combine him with? Well, the only 2 that came to mind immediately were like Blue Eyes or Red Eyes. And I was like, maybe Red Eyes, because the Gaia cards are level 7. That would work out perfectly fine. And then I remembered Red Eyes cards don't really work well with other archetypes. So I was like, I'm going to look around a little bit, and I remembered that they released a new Pendulum Dragon type monster. So I looked at all the Pendulum monsters, and there's 2 decent Pendulum Dragon type monsters. I was like, oh cool, they'll both have the same scale as well, which means I can pair them up with the Magician card, Dragon Pit Magician, the only non-archetype exclusive Pendulum Scale 8 monster. So I was like, okay, this is my deck right there. I'm going to throw in the 2 Pendulum Dragon type monsters. I can send them to the graveyard with Painful Decision, or through XYZ summons. So I'll get Dragon type monsters in the graveyard real easy, while at the same time having just good Pendulum monsters to use. I'll throw in kind of a Magician. I threw in the least amount of Magicians I basically could, because I didn't want to make it about Magicians. I just wanted them to supplement the other Pendulum monsters in here, and they did that perfectly fine. And to top it all off, I threw in Pokey Draco just to screw with people, because I thought it'd be funny to have him in here. Because he doesn't actually, bring the deck down in any way. He's not a detriment. It's just he's not really, all that much of an advantage for the deck. I just kind of wanted to put him in the thumbnail of the photo, so that's why he's in here. He's a joke. Just take him out if you want to play this deck, and just put in... Oops, I accidentally turned on something. Yeah, just throw in anything else. He's not really needed. And everything else is just all the searching stuff.